welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Crystal and I just want to go ahead and jump right into the video, y'all, because I want to catch you guys up. And girl, listen, it's been a little while, so I want to share with y'all what I've been using in this season that I'm in, because I feel like regardless if you're a single mom, or just a single woman, life is just seems like it's just speeding up, and I don't know what's going on. I could have swore just yesterday was the beginning of the year, and now here we are halfway into the year. I don't like, this is crazy. So life is just busy, and I decided to just simplify everything for this season that I'm in, and making sure that I do still prioritize God in my life. And so I'm just going to show y'all. So this is the binder that I made. It's just a cover. So it's just a little cover, nothing fancy, y'all. I didn't do nothing crazy to it. And it houses my accessory book. It houses my planner. It houses my little journal from time to time. Other than that's all it houses. Nothing else. And then I just have this. I have double back in this because, again, the season that I'm in. And my thing is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So it's nothing wrong with going back and reusing something that you've already had, because I have noticed that some of these pages that I have went back and just redid, it just hits me in a whole different way. So it's been helping me so much. But the way that I simplified this year was by putting a little scripture here, nothing crazy, putting my goals right in the front so I can see them, what they are, and I highlighted them so I can, at a glance, boom, I know exactly what is what. And then I filled this out, like my little reflections, my letter to God. I have a letter to God. And then these are some little pages that I made. So I have a Fruit of the Spirit daily checklist. These are more like, it's a checklist. So it's like me saying, did I speak or act in love today? So that would be considered in love. Joy, did I choose joy despite the circumstances? Because again, I am a mom, and regardless of if you're a single woman, it's still like, did I speak or act in love today at my job? Did I speak or act in love today with my husband? Did I speak or act in love today with our kids or my kids? If you're a single mom, whatever, you can still fill that in. And so it's just like a little checklist I have in the front that at the end of the day, when I come back before I close out my day, and I just pop it open, look at it, and just ask myself those things. And then this is something that I will periodically, when I need it, I will look at it. This is Proverbs 31 woman, what she does. I also have a sheet of what she doesn't do. And then just little creative sheets, y'all, that I make whenever I have time. And I have a couple of those. And so I also have a weekly prayer that I have right behind those sheets. Boom. So that way, whenever... So say come Sunday, when I come in my room and it's time for me to plan, I pull it out and I just pray over my week. And I just say the same prayer. It has scriptures in it and it covers all different areas of my life. And I just keep it moving. I'm not trying to overcomplicate stuff. And then I use this for what it is. Let me just flip to a page. I don't know. So just make it simple. Just do little bullet points of stuff that I plan out what I'm going to read. I do at least about 2. So last week I did 2. And I do what I'm reading, what I'm studying, and creative journaling. So I choose within those 3. And boom. Then I have my focuses on. I do a little gratitude, my scripture, and things that I'm being intentional about. I just simplify it, y'all. I just keep it simple. Nothing crazy. And that's it. And I just use it for that. And it's been working for me. So I'm really glad about that. So I'm going to come in here and start some of these clothes because I started some yesterday. And I think my husband's clothes was the last ones that I needed to do. Let me sit y'all up here so I can see y'all. Oops. Hold up. You don't see me? Y'all can see me. So I'm going to go ahead and do his clothes, because just to go ahead and get them out the way. And then I need to finish the command center downstairs. What's up, Noah? Yes, give me a minute. Let me put daddy clothes in the washer. Naomi, stop twisting your hair. You were doing this. Yes, don't do that, baby. So that way my video don't get copyrighted, because they are watching a movie But it's so rainy, y'all. They just gonna have to relax for a little bit while I do all this stuff. I'm like, man, why ain't gotta rain today? I could have still went to the gym, but I'm just gonna work out at home because I don't have the energy really like to just be, I don't know, carrying them out the house today. And I think a lot of it has to do with because of the weather too, which is not an excuse. But I'm like, I'm still gonna get it done. That's the main thing. That's all that matters. So also another thing that will help y'all, next to your washer and dryer, I created a template. I put washing history tracker and cleaning / dusting. So that way I just keep a list of everything and then I do it by month. So things that I want to do on a monthly basis, I put it right there because I'm like, I'm going to be a good steward over my home. Y'all know how sometimes you can get complacent without realizing that you're getting complacent with things that you once prayed for. I remember when, before we got our home built, I wasn't even thinking about getting a home. That was not even in my mind. So when I heard the Lord speak to me on the couch pregnant, and to be honest, I had just quit my job at that time because of COVID was just crazy. I just didn't feel safe. The little stuff that they gave us, I was like, yeah, this is not gonna work. And so it's just like sometimes it can get like, you will be like, yeah, I'm just doing all this cleaning, but it's like, girl, be grateful. And it's not even that a house is better than an apartment. As long as you have some type of roof over your head and you're warm, you got some running water, that's all that matters. And I'm like, instead of complaining, let me find some type of solution. And I sat there at our dinner table and I was like, I need something that is simple. I don't want to carry my physical planner around. I can use my planner for what it is and just figure out some type of way. And it popped up in my head. Make a tracker, put it by the washer. I keep a little wet erase marker right here, so that way I can just check it off every month. I know what's been done. I know what's not been done. I have done the bathroom run yesterday. And then that way I know what's not been done, what's been cleaned, what's been dusted, what's been washed. And I just put a check. And it helps. Let me show y'all. See? Right here. Boom. And I can't forget. It's kind of, when was the last time? So that way I know I washed the kids' shoes last month, but I need to wash them this month. Just go get the shoes and put them in the washer if there's nothing in there. You see what I'm saying? Easy stuff. Instead of just making it just overly complicated for no reason. Hey girlies, so I came up here, I gave the kids a snack, and I wanted to sneak away for a little bit to read a few pages of this while they're eating their snack and chilling. It's just, like I told y'all, it's just one of those days, to be honest, because it's raining. What can we do? So after I finish doing my little morning routine, even though it's a little later in the day, I'm going to be honest with y'all. What I do is, after I finish pouring into my cup, we're going to do some little activities, making sure they're still writing, reading, doing a little math, just little things, keeping their brains engaged, not a lot of TV. And so I try to have a healthy balance, but I'm about to read a few pieces of this because it has been good. It almost feels like a big sister is talking to you. That's how I feel about this book. Have y'all read this book before? Let me know in the comment section. And if you have, let me know. There's another book, and I actually have it, y'all. Hold on, let me go get it. So there's another book that I have. This was the one I was going to start first. And by the way, I do plan out my books that I'm going to read. And so if I'm finishing up a book, I'll just put a sticky note and then I just say, it says read after whatever book I'm reading. But this was gonna be that book, but I chose to go with this one. So this one is Having a Merry Heart in a Martha World, and then this one is Having a Merry Spirit. I'm actually glad that I read this one first because it just, I don't know. I'm not gonna spoil it for y'all if you haven't read it, but it's been great. So I'm gonna sneak away. I'm gonna put on a little bit of some music and start reading. To be honest, there's not a lot of pages in between. So let me see for this chapter. Let me see. How many pages would this be? So I see about 20 pages, which is not bad. So I don't know if I'll be able to read all 20 pages right now. I'm going to see. I'm going to shoot for trying to read 20 pages. But if I can't, it's okay. But I am going to take a second to read this and put on some music and just have some time. Because again, it's summer break and I've been trying to make sure that I stay on top of the things that are important to me. And I love books like this, especially when they have like a little Bible study in the back, because it just keeps, I feel like it's like a little extra tool to help you alongside with reading your Bible. And it's more like practical. So that's why I like stuff like that too. Like it helps keep my brain going and thinking and all that good stuff. So anyways, let me read this book, girl. And then I need to have a planning session. By the way, this is my planner. Look, y'all. Isn't she so pretty? She is so pretty. I love her. I don't know. Do y'all want to see? I really don't have a lot going on in here, y'all. I did do the custom. I did do one of the Happy Planner custom planners. Now, I will tell y'all a little backstory real quick before I start reading. So, I found this. I bought this from somebody. And they were actually selling this along with something else that was like, what would you say? She was selling it as a little bundle deal. But I was just like, you know what, Lord? I know you have given me favor. So I just, because she actually said she was not separating them. But I just chose to still ask anyway. And your girl got it. So she separated it for me. And then I just bought the notebook. And I just love it with the disc, y'all. I had to get away from the digital to go to this because it was just something about this. And I love planning in her so much. Y'all, I love planning in her. And so I did the custom. I did the parenting layout, of course. And this is how last week was looking. So it was a little full. But, so a very productive week. A really good week. But anyways, we're going to have to talk about that again because I love this. And I think it's the cover. And then on top of that, their parenting layout was just like chef's kiss. I love that. So anyways, let me read real quick, y'all, because I will talk to y'all all day. And I'm going to check back in. Yo, so by the way, this is my first time ever doing one of these. I guess you could say it's a little co-op type situation. Or maybe I'm saying the wrong word. I don't know. But I just, like, I've never watched a video where you read along with the other person. And so I'm about to try this for the first time because I'm like, I feel like it just helps, especially when you're seeing it. So I'm about to try this for the first time and see how this turns out. But I had to tell y'all that. Wait, what you say, Naomi? We have the popcorn. I finally finished my planner. This week I couldn't make up my mind what I wanted to use the meal planning section for, because I already do that on the dry erase board, so I couldn't figure out what to use for that. So to be honest, I'm actually going to just leave it blank. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I have my top 5s done. I have my home chores done. I have my to buy list done. I didn't have any due dates this week, so I just put a sticky note on top of that. In the note section, I put some little trackers that I wanted to track. And then I always keep a little sheet for like work. So I have that right here. And that way I know in depth what I need to focus on and like what I need to do. So I have like a little checklist there pretty much. It looks like I need to do, oh wait, hold on, I checked the wrong thing. It looks like I need to do 1, 2, 3, and then this one was pending. So I have 1, 2, 3. So one thing I'm currently working on, so technically 4, I guess you could say. And then I have the weekly layout done. I kind of used a lot of little icons this week. Nothing crazy. More functional, and it's looking pretty good. And you know what? I think I know what I want to use that box for, but I think I'm going to use some little sticky notes first and see if I like that idea to put it over there. But I think I may use that. But other than that, I have it done. So I need to finish laundry up, and then I need to mop the floor real quick. Hey girls, so I am checking in. It has been a long day. It has been a long day. I'm about to go ahead and just close this house down. It is 5 o'clock. I'm about to go ahead and close this house down. By the way, look at me, girl. I don't know if y'all can see me. Let me go all the way back here. Can y'all see me? I've had on this sweater, this pullover, and my pajama pants all day. It was very much so. The rain that has been coming down in Texas has just been crazy. In some parts, it's already been flooding here, and it's just been going on all day. So we've been in the house pretty much, well, we've been in the house all day, so I just decided to just get stuff done throughout the day. I'm about to go ahead and close the house down. The kids actually just ate. So all I need to do is mop, tidy around up downstairs, and then that's about it. And I'm going to just work on getting this video edited so that way I can post it for y'all. But let me see.